Dua, 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 Hotep, 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 peace and love. Okay, shout out to everyone. Yeah, we glorify the sun. We glorify the sun. We are the children of the sun. Okay, we are the tears, the eye drop of Ra. Okay, the sun. Okay, yeah, welcome. Yeah, we've come once back again. Atiasi, nyanamani adofo. Yabebim, ayamosonfo. Nana Efia Briba Kofi. Kwain Samampuum. Your evangelist Nana Efia Briba Kofi. Kwain Samampuum. Do you understand? I've come once again to enlighten my people, my fellow Ghanaians, my fellow melanated beings all around the world. Do you understand? Yeah, I've always been telling you, so far as I am alive, so far as I'm concerned, okay, there will not be any truth that will be what hidden from us. Do you understand? Yeah, I've lost my dad, yeah, yesterday, and yes, it's quite unfortunate, but that does not stop me from bringing the truth to my people. Do you understand? Yeah, that does not stop me from bringing the truth to my people. Okay, so my fellow melanated people around the world, my fellow Afu.Ra.Kans or Africans around the world, greetings to everyone, shout out to everyone. Okay, yeah, so today is just a simple time we are just going to spend over here. Do you understand? I've always been telling you, Jesus never existed. Jesus never existed. Okay, if you are my Christian brother, if you are my Christian sister, I don't have problem with you. Okay, everyone is welcome. I don't have problem with you if you are a sister and you are a Christian, if you are a brother and you are a Christian. I don't have problem with anyone. Do you understand? And I'm not here to cause or raise any alarm for confusion or any commotion between my fellow Ghanaians, my fellow Africans, my fellow melanated beings all around the world, or between any Christians. Okay, I'm just opening the truth to my people as it was according to the pyramid text, the ancient Egyptian book of Ra, the book of the sun. Okay, the book of coming forth by day. Do you understand? The coffin text book, the book of what? Manifestation of what? Ra. Okay, the book of what? Car of the heavens. Do you understand? There's a lot of books, do you understand, that they copied the Bible from. Okay, so the Bible is coming from what? Our ancient analogy, our ancient cosmology, our ancient African what? Beliefs. Do you understand? Sure. So today we are going to just talk about what? The creation story according to the African cosmology. Do you understand? According to we the Africans, we the Kanisets, we the Akans. Okay, how our ancestors what? Talked about creation to us, how nature came into being, how creation started. Do you understand? And my fellow Ghanaians, my fellow melanated people all around the world, I'm telling you the truth. Darkness and water started creation. Do you understand? Creation started in darkness. Okay, creation started in darkness. Dark substance. That is what physicists they call it what? Black bodies. Do you understand? Yes. So they say the sun is coming from what? A black hole. Do you understand? Yes. So if you go to what? The Bible I'm telling you, is an ancient Egyptian book. Okay, for we the Africans, the Afu.Ra.Kans, Afu.Ra.Ka. I'll come there. Do you understand? So in ancient Kaniset, in ancient knowledge, in ancient Akan cosmology, do you understand? Our Africans or our ancestors told us that, okay, life or creation started in what? It was what? Ra. It was what? Nana Nyame wa Nana Nyame. That is the great supreme being Nganga. Oh, okay, the great Nganga. Do you understand? The great Nganga. Nganga. Oh, do you understand? That is what our ancestors told us. Okay, so in Genesis chapter 1 to 9, okay, it describes what creation story to us. But if you go to church, the pastors do not describe how creation came into being to you in the correct way. Do you understand? And I've always been telling you, so far as I'm concerned, I will raise the alarm. Do you understand? For the truth. Do you understand? So if you go to Genesis chapter 1 onwards, do you understand? So Genesis chapter 1 verse 2, okay, it says that, and the earth was without form and what? Void. Meaning the earth was not created. And what? There was what? Darkness upon the deep. Darkness upon the deep. Okay, and the spirit of what? So-called God is moving upon earth on the waters. Do you understand? So our ancient Akan cosmology, the great Nganga, okay, the great goose, the great Nana Nyame wa Nana Nyame, the supreme being, okay, started in what? Their thoughts. Do you understand? So it was what? A black substance. Do you understand? And what? Expansion and contraction. That is air. Who? That is air. Expansion and contraction. Heat. Do you understand? Expansion and contraction is what? Started in what? The dark substance. Through the expansion and contraction, do you understand? It generates what? Heat and water. Do you understand? It generates heat and water, and the water was called what? Nu. Do you understand? So within what? The primordial waters. Within what? The primordial waters, the darkness. Do you understand? Darkness, okay? Heat, water and air mixed. Do you understand? Then it was moving what? Through the primordial what? Darkness, primordial waters. Do you understand? It was moving through the primordial darkness, the primordial waters, okay? And what? As the water, heat and air with darkness mixed together. Do you understand? That is what they encoded it in Genesis chapter 2. There was what? A deep upon what? The surface. And what? The Spirit of God was moving upon the waters. Do you understand? So it started what? With darkness. Expansion and contraction started like air. Do you understand? Then it started to germinate what? Heat and water. Okay? And as expansion and contraction continues, do you understand? The heat, the air and water, do you understand? It comes out at what? A fiery substance, a liquid called magma. What? Like a volcano. It erupted what? From the primordial waters. Do you understand? So what? The heat, do you understand? Separated what? The waters above from the waters below. Do you understand? Yes, the heat separated the waters above from the waters below. Do you understand? That is what? The sun. Okay? And then what? We have what? The heavens and what? The earth. So if you read according to what Genesis chapter 1 downwards, he said what? According to Genesis chapter 1 verse 6, he said what? And God said, let there be a firmament to divide the waters above and the waters below. Do you understand? So what? As heat, expansion, contraction, air and water mixed, do you understand? Volcanic eruption erupted, do you understand? From the lake, the primordial waters, it came as what? Fire energy. Do you understand? Fire energy, okay? And we had what? Our earth. Do you understand? And the heavens, okay? So Genesis chapter 1 will tell you, chapter 1 verse 6 will tell you that. And God said, let there be a firmament. Do you understand? To divide the waters above and the waters below. You understand? So as what? Eruption, as the liquid called magma, do you understand? Erupted from the primordial waters. Do you understand? It separated the waters into two. Do you understand? Separated the waters into two. So we have waters above and waters below. And God said, let there be a firmament. You understand? And the firmament was called what? The heavens. Okay? So there is no any place above the firmament that they will go and celebrate heaven. Oh. The heaven is the firmament. Do you understand? And what? The earth, okay, has its foundation from the rock. Do you understand? When a liquid called magma, a volcanic eruption, appears, okay, on the surface of water and it comes in contact with water, do you understand? It solidifies to form rock. Do you understand? So with years, expansion, contraction, time, temperature, okay, continues to happen. Do you understand? The rock starts to disintegrate. Do you understand? It breaks down into smaller components. Do you understand? It causes what? Weathering. Okay? And when it rains, erosion. Okay? And when there is a strong wind, okay, the wind picks some of the the dust. Do you understand? And what? Deposits it at a place to form what? Sediment. With years, this sediment tends to form what? Soil. And we had what? Our soil. Okay? So everyone is highly welcome. We had what? Our soil. So our foundations of the earth is what? Rock. And we have what? Soil on the rock. Do you understand? So when we talk about what? The ancient, the Akans, okay? The rare creation story, it's coming from the Akans. Do you understand? So if you go to Psalm 24 verse 2, he said, it is God who's established what? The earth on the floods. Okay? Okay? He said the word on what? On the seas, and established it what? On the floods. Okay, so we have our mother earth on what? The foundations of what? Water. So nature started in what? Dark substance and what? Water. Do you understand? So if even any individual has to come into being, do you understand? Your father and your mother have sex. Do you understand? And sex happens in what? Darkness. The penis enters what? The vagina, and it is darkness. Okay, before there is what? The release of what? The sperm to fertilize the ovum. Okay, so it is darkness and what? Water. Okay, so darkness and what? Water mixes to create what? Life with heat. Do you understand? So as you are having sex, it creates heat. Do you understand? It's darkness. The penis is inserted into the vagina and it is darkness. Do you understand? And it creates heat. Do you understand? Then the what? The fluid, that is the sperm, is being released, okay, to fertilize the ovum, to cause life. Okay, so it is darkness, water, heat that causes what? Life. It's not Jesus and the Father. This is the original creation story. Do you understand? This is the original creation story. So if you go to Genesis chapter 1 verse 2 to 9, do you understand? It tells you that in the beginning it was what? Darkness and water. In the beginning, if you put seed in the soil, it is darkness. Before what? It rains on what? Mother Earth. And what? Heat and temperature continues what? To exist, to cause what? The seed into go what? Dormancy period. The seed goes into dormancy period in the darkness. Water what? Dissolves what? The seed. And it is what? Being able to what? Rot and what? Germinate. Do you understand? We die, we go to darkness. Okay? We die, we go to darkness. So darkness is the womb of creation. So Genesis chapter 1 to 9 and Psalm 24 verse 2. Okay, the earth is what? The earth is what? On water. Okay, it is established on what? On the floods, the seas. Okay, so what is above, what is below? As above, so below. Okay, so the creation story is talking about what? Darkness and water. So in the ancient African analogy, do you understand? In ancient African cosmology, okay, our ancestors goes to what? The riverside, the seaside to pour libation. Do you understand? To confess our what? Our sins and what? Ask for what? Forgiveness of sin and what? When there is even what? A curse, we go there.